When I first met Glenn, he was a young finance professor at Columbia Business School. He rapidly became recognized as a global economic expert, and that led to his being appointed chairman of the Council of Economic Advisors by the President of the United States.
He then brought a lot of that expertise back, and he became the dean at the business school, so almost 15 years I've known him.
Intellectually, he's repositioned Columbia at the forefront of a lot of the business thinking in this country.
He thinks through all aspects of what determines greatness, and then he works like a dog to get it done.
Well, Manhattanville was a dream 17 years ago when I began. Glenn really settled into a sense of mission and drove that forward.
Space, both the quality and quantity of space, has always been the biggest challenge of doing anything at Columbia. And this takes that completely off the table for the business school.
It will be one of his biggest legacies, that space and what that opportunity is going to mean for the future of the school.
It really is going to be a transformative opportunity to create a new culture, a new context.
It ushers us into an era of the new world. And for that, I think he'll always be remembered.
But there were some tough decisions in there.
It was not easy. It was quite a battle.
2008, 2009, 2010. It was a tough period economically.
He became an incredible fundraiser, as good as I've ever seen in anybody. And, I look back and I say, what was that experience like? Am I glad that I did it? And I'm glad I did it because I have such a high regard for Glenn and for what he's been able to do at the business school.
If I had to define him in 3 words, I would describe him as smart, driven, and collegial.
Intelligent, thoughtful, and a strong leader.
Gracious, courteous, and he does really take the time to listen.
Visionary.
Dedicated.
Organized.
And caring.
There's an alignment in what he's passionate about and how he communicates to the students.
He's a really pensive, thoughtful person who also has a sense of humor.
He actually has this amazing dry humor.
His ability to quote ancient pieces of literature and current pop culture, and that kind of catches people off guard.
It really speaks to his generosity of time and spirit, that he's so willing to share his expertise. He'll always be Dean Hubbard to me and Professor Hubbard, but I consider him a mentor as well.
Glenn I would describe as a Boy Scout. He's trustworthy, loyal, helpful, courteous, kind.
A Boy Scout is a great description.
I actually think that maybe Glenn really was a Boy Scout.
He's an Eagle Scout.
He is a scout at heart.
But underneath that goofy or shucks persona is a wicked smart, very savvy individual. So no, I would not call him a Boy Scout.
The world has been changing dramatically this last 15 years, and Glenn has had the vision and the strategy to ensure that we're right there with it.
We're going through a period now where a lot of second-tier schools are having a rough time, and under Glenn's leadership, Columbia has cemented its position in the top tier of schools.
He's made a lot of achievements. I mean, the obvious physical one is driving the campaign for Manhattanville.
But that's not the whole story.
He has done a very good job of making sure we have a well-rounded student body.
Glenn's built the financial base for the school.
There's this great focus on entrepreneurship.
An engagement of younger alums.
Extraordinary advances in scholarships and financial aid.
Helping to get more companies launched here.
He will step down with a well-deserved and rich sense of accomplishment. And we will look back with gratitude for all the efforts Glenn put into the school and to the university.